Okay.
So this is
We're
podcast like 5 or 6.
I have
here.
no fucking idea.
It's something like that. It's official podcast number 5 now. I've decided it.
Sure.
If you can hear me with this little mumbly
I think
voice
it's number
here.
6 though, but yeah, it's fine.
we'll
And
see.
actually, it can pick up like in the episode where we were all in different corners of the room. That was a great episode, by the way. I like that. But on the episode where we were all in different corners of the room, the audio actually sounded listenable. It wasn't good, but it like wasn't that terrible.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, there's not a lot of echo up here. It's pretty like.
Yeah, this is a fine recording
It's
space.
actually held up pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's,
Also, this
insulated
is like
pretty
the comfiest podcast. Okay. So for our listening guests, which is all of them, there are no visual guests. I am laying on Colin's couch bed.
Yeah, so hold up. So before we go into that, we have a little story about that one.
Yeah.
So this used to be a futon. Is that how it is? Like
I don't know.
About some shit
A
like that. So it's a
couch.
couch bed. So fucking dip fucks like a year and a half ago, New Year's, fucking came over here. They sat on it. Like 10 people sat on it. It just
Yeah.
the entire thing dropped.
The side busted out.
Literally the fucking wood. It burst
Yeah.
the wood. I was like, oh my god. So like
lost
we
a king.
fixed it. We fucking fixed it up here. And then like there's this one fucking dude who's massive, just a mega kid, fucking sat on it a single time. And it's
He's
just
not like fat.
Oh wait, I thought it was Nolan.
No. Well,
was
okay.
Hop.
No, I think it was Nolan.
Was it Hop?
I don't remember.
Was it your boy?
I have
Peter the
no
Rabbit?
idea. I have no idea.
Anyways, one of those two sat on it and it just went straight
And it
through.
just boofed.
So instead of fucking like fixing that shit, we just pulled the
We
fucking
just-
mattress off and
Yeah.
just laid the mattress on
Now
the
it's
ground.
just the mattress on the ground, and
Exactly.
it's
So it's just
so
It's
good.
really aesthetic. It's
But
really,
I
really
am
so-
laying on it, and I have a blanket on, and the room is dark, and I might just fucking fall asleep.
No, Aiden, you have to record.
No, I know. I'm not gonna,
So-
but I might.
That'd be kind of funny.
Yeah.
You know, like, I feel so nice right now. Honestly, this was my first time doing funny funga.
Funny
And,
plant, funny
Like
earth.
real funny funga.
Proper.
Like,
Yup.
other stuff, you know, we hit that, you know, that rank shit.
Yeah.
Before.
That mechanical boof.
But this is a lot nicer. I do think so
Yeah.
myself. Bro, I just sang a bunch of fucking songs for my boy Aiden over here. And that's why my throat's a little bit like, oh.
Yeah. So
a little bit like
good.
that.
So good.
But maybe that's the aesthetic of
Yeah.
this grungy
That's
podcast.
the vibe. Yeah, this does feel a little back alley, but you know, that's
At least we're not doing like
that should
heroin.
be the title, the Back Alley Podcast.
Oh, dude. Okay, everybody, all of our listeners.
Yeah,
this is the birth.
that's the episode name right there.
No, that should be what your
The
podcast
whole
is called. Your
thing.
podcast should be called that.
No,
Fuck you.
the Back Alley Podcast. That'd be kind of funny, but I don't really want to have that vibe. But this episode can, because that's how it feels.
Yeah,
I think the phone can turn off. I'm pretty sure that's okay.
Yeah, no, it's gonna keep going. We're
Um,
definitely not recording this on like an iPhone 4.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
it's an iPhone. Well, okay,
It's actually a 5.
it's a 6,
Oh,
but in the
no.
body of a 5.
No. Oh, it's
That's
a
the
6S,
SE.
right?
That's the
Or
SE. Yeah, it's a weird thing. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm gonna get a new phone for my birthday, and I'm
I'm-
excited because this thing is a piece of
I was
shit.
gonna say, I feel like phones are like just kind of getting big now. Like that's kind of
Yeah,
too
'cause
small, but my phone's like
Okay,
kinda too
well,
big.
the thing about this phone is that the dimensions are perfectly scaled so that your thumb can reach the other side and the top corner. So it's like
Oh, that's really
literally
nice.
your thumb sized. It's so convenient.
That's cool.
But like I saw a fucking ad for it. It was like the phone, and you just go whoop with the thumb and up with the thumb, and it's like, wow, isn't that convenient? And it's like, damn, yeah, it
It's
is.
like,
I didn't even
yeah.
think about that.
It's like hella convenient.
Yeah, because I just type with one thumb, and it's like fast.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like it's a good design choice.
it is definitely.
Well, okay, so I guess we can get into the meat of this podcast.
Yeah.
What we're supposed to be talking about.
Well, I mean, we don't really.
Or I guess what I wanted was
Yeah.
I offered to talk about, and that's my trip,
Mm-hmm.
which is I went on, not a rite of passage, but like just kind of a general shit like that kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
Went up to like this camp, but it's not like a normal like summer camp, sleepaway camp type thing. It's what's known because there's different types of camping experiences, different types of camps, and this one's kind of ironic, but it's called a tripping camp. But
It's not like psychedelic camp. Not that
my
one.
camp counselor was talking about shrooms.
Hell yeah.
And he
my
was
man.
also mad. He was a fucking physicist and shit.
Oh, what was he mad at?
What?
What was
He
he?
was a
Oh, he's a
like,
mad
was
scientist.
crazy.
Okay,
He
that's
was a
fucking
mad
cool. That's
physicist,
awesome.
like,
Shrooms will
100%.
do that.
Exactly. But, he was really cool, but he was talking about that.
Yeah.
But basically, what a tripping camp is that you go up there, and you spend as little time as possible at the camp. So they drive you in buses to different places, and then you go on trips. So trips can be, for the littlest kids, like 5 days. Then it goes like 10 days. Then there's like 14-day trips.
Man,
and then there's
that's
month-long trips.
Holy shit.
So like it's pretty crazy. I think I did. Mine was maybe 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, or
Yeah.
some shit.
That sounds about
I'm
right.
kinda
It was a
forgetting.
while.
Maybe it was 2-3 weeks. I don't know.
I think 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Pretty
yeah.
sure.
I think you're right. Yeah, I feel like I told you about this, but
Yeah.
So there's different kinds of trips too. There's like climbing trips where they find a mountain and they scale it
Yo,
slowly.
okay, fuck, that's wild. I would never do that, but that's awesome.
Yeah, and then there's also the hiking trips, which they go into a mountain area. So like they usually go to Utah or Colorado, and then they find a set of mountains and then a path. And then,
Yeah.
Not really a path, but like a hiking, like a long set of hiking trails.
Nice.
And they hike up in there for a long ass time, 14 days. I think those ones max out at. But then the like heart and soul, I guess, of like the camp, is the canoe trips. They have literally hundreds of canoes,
Fuck.
and we go far.
That's
So
awesome.
They almost always. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I'm
Jesus,
sorry.
I'm trying to like fix my voice real quick.
Baked.
But
Yeah.
we both have like weirdly deep voices right now.
Yeah,
But,
I don't know. I'm gonna drink more.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. My mouth is dry.
Yeah.
But like, basically, I don't remember where I stopped there. But the canoe trips go always up in into the Boundary Waters, which is
Yep.
in between Minnesota.
Yeah, I've been there. Cool
and,
place.
Maybe another state, and then
It's
Canada.
not like it's Canada.
And it is like literally, one of the wettest places on
Yeah,
earth.
fucka woods and fucka lakes.
So it's literally a shit ton of woods. If you don't know about this, that's where like the chain of lakes is.
Yeah, it's
And
like a bog almost.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like basically like woods.
Well, it's not even. It's like islands, a bunch of little islands, basically.
Yeah, literally. So you go lake to lake to lake, and the lakes are always connected by little streams.
Yeah.
Massive bogs with muskeg.
Yeah. So you basically need a kayak to get anywhere.
What's it called? Like not mukbang.
Muckabang.
Muskeg.
Rodents of unusual size.
No, it's called it's called muskeg.
What the fuck is that?
Muskeg. It's like the mud.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's very like it's heavy in clay.
Yeah.
And it's heavy in clay and loam. So
And loam.
Well, loam's a type of soil, but it's heavy in clay and sand.
Mm.
And I think that's what causes loam or something, or maybe that's sandy clay. But it's super. No,
What the fuck is the difference
sorry,
between
I'm
sandy clay and sand?
No, that's what I was trying.
Okay.
No, sorry. I'm getting into. I really like environmental science. I'm
Yeah.
getting into weird ass soil.
Yeah,
types.
no, I mean, I'm cool with it, man. Soil type me the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. So basically this shit, like you step, it looks like you're gonna maybe sink an inch. You sink up to your fucking waist.
Yeah.
So I
have nearly lost my shoes in quicksand before.
in quicksand. Oh, this is.
Well,
not
I mean,
quicksand.
like, not really quicksand, but like, quicksand adjacent, where it's like wet sand, you just schloomp into it.
Oh yeah. So
Basically quicksand.
I'll get into
but a
this
little less muddy. I
I'll
think.
get into this muskeg shit later because it happens in the middle of my trip where we have to deal with the worst of it.
Mm.
But anyways, my trip was a pretty long one for most of the 2-week trips. It was called the Missinaibi because if you want to look this up, people, it's actually very cool. So you go up the Missinaibi River, which starts around Lake Superior, pretty close to it. I don't think maybe it's called Long Lake or maybe it's like Dog Lake. If you look up Dog Lake,
Yeah.
in like Ontario, I think, you'll find one of the lakes that we were on for a long time. Which is just kind of interesting. I mean, you
Yeah,
can
that's
literally
cool.
I traced my path one time. But basically, you go on the Missinaibi River, which is a super long river, and it was one of the original rivers that people used. The voyagers used.
I should make sure that this is still going.
Yeah.
It'd be okay. Yeah, it is.
That was the Missinaibi River is one of the original rivers that like the voyagers used to use for like getting trade goods up and down from like Lake Superior.
Sick.
So basically this river connects a bunch of lakes, but it's really good because a lot of it bypasses around lakes. And so that basically lets you it lets you basically skip the still water.
Yeah.
There was one lake that we decided to paddle across instead of the still water.
And it sucked.
Instead of the
Yeah.
river. And we did that because there was an island that they wanted to go to. Like, literally, we had to go through this big-ass bog.
Fuck
then we
that.
had to go down into the water.
That's
and then we had to go
awful.
across. But the thing is, they wanted to do that because the river was... Like, it goes around the lake, but it kind of takes a weird path. So they want to go straight through the lake, which I think was a big mistake. Because, like, we had pretty good current going. And we were picking up a lot of... Like, we were getting moving. We were just moving.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so they did that, and they felt like, oh, we'll just have a chill night and then get there in the morning. But the thing was, that night, this is so not linear, but that
It
night...
doesn't matter, man. Fuck it. My brain isn't linear right now either.
That's why I had that decision. But that night, it started to pour, and it didn't stop raining for 2 days.
Yeah.
It's like that Forrest Gump, like, it started raining, and then it didn't stop raining until the next year, like, I don't fucking... That's how it goes. But it rained for 2 fucking days. And so we ended up staying one of the days because the waves were like swells of like 6 feet.
Yeah, no, that's not cool.
So we were stuck on this island. And then the second day, we saw the rain dissipate. And we saw more was going to come back in like 3 hours. So we just had to fucking haul it across this lake.
Shit.
And it was tough, dude. It started to come in right as we were getting out of the lake. And it was like, like we were like bouncing up and down.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. This happened to us probably three times, sitting in the middle of a large lake.
Oh.
Like, shores like a mile away.
Yeah.
While the storm is swelling the waves is actually one of the scariest experiences.
Yeah, that's terrifying as hell.
Like, we did, like, large Class 3 rapids. That was not as scary as trying to get through those swells.
Oh, my God.
It was terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, it was literally, like, and then, like, it was, like, the black water, like, it was, like, and then because it was stormy, so it was reflecting off the black clouds.
Yeah.
So we got through, like, one of those swells on one of those lakes, and at the end of the other side of the lake, there's these cliffs, and you can see where Native Americans or Neanderthals made rock paintings on the rocks.
Fuck.
Over 10,000 years ago.
Dude, yeah. That's awesome.
I literally have pictures in here. I can pull those up for you, but like I'll keep talking.
You don't have to, but that sounds like a lot of work. But I mean, all right, if you want to.
I'll just keep talking. But basically, so obviously I've talked a little bit about the trip itself and like some good parts. But honestly, that shit was up and down. So first off, our bus ride was a little sussy.
Dude.
I hate myself.
Yeah, well, okay. When I was in Peru on vacation, we did a 24-hour-long bus ride, and it went over a mountain, so, like, me and my brother both, like, threw up from altitude sickness, and it was, like, really fucking terrible. I never want to do that again.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna die. Not really. I just felt horrible, though. But anyway, okay, wait, continue. Bus ride.
Well, so it basically was. Sorry, I was trying to find.
Yeah. Actually, okay, wait. To fill the time, I can talk about. So you were saying.
Go for Peru a little bit.
Yeah. So you're talking about like the fucking monsoon season in Vietnam and like Forrest Gump and stuff.
Yeah.
There was an operation, done basically in complete secrecy, I think by the CIA, to cloud seed the storms above Vietnam in the monsoon season to flood everything and wash away their tracks. And reportedly it worked really, really, really fucking well, and all the roads were destroyed of both the Vietnamese troops and the American troops.
Oh.
Well,
that's not great.
But like, and the thing is, nobody fucking knew about it. Like, at all. The president didn't know about it. The head of the Department of Defense didn't know about it until, like, after it happened. Because the agency that did it, or, like, the sect that did it, was operating in, like, complete secrecy.
Well, that's fucking wacky.
Yeah.
I'm never able to find these fucking pictures, and it's really annoying.
Damn.
But, anyways, they have just a weird-ass spot or something. I don't really know.
Yeah. But that's cool, though. I believe you. That is cool.
Anyways, but basically, yeah, we did that. That was really cool. Mm-hmm. Those pictographs, I think they were called. Yeah, pictographs. Yeah. The funny thing was, I couldn't see a lot of them because I was colorblind. I'm colorblind.
Yeah.
So I literally just couldn't.
Oh, they just were invisible. Fuck, that's so sad.
But then people started pointing them out, and like they like honest, so like people would point them out, and then they would shine like their like a light flashlights on it and shit. Then I could see it.
Yeah.
Which was nice. So that was pretty cool. Like once
Sure.
I put on sunglasses, and then they started shining lights on it, and somehow that helped. That was really weird.
Odd.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Maybe because it like darkens out some colors, you see more colors in a wider spectrum.
Yeah, it's possible. I think it was because it like black, like because obviously I see other colors darker.
Yeah.
Or some colors darker than like I'm supposed to, so I don't pick up as much light from them. So maybe I like by removing light from all of the colors slightly.
It makes the dark ones seem brighter. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that makes sense.
Yeah, bruh, I can feel where that lighter like lit my.
Oh yeah,
my
that
eyes a
was
little bit.
that's bad.
I was fine, but like it hurt for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it'll be fine though. Like burns are really not bad at all unless you burn yourself a lot.
No,
but
I didn't.
yeah.
No. Anyways, but basically, so this post run camp was 22 hours, 22 hours, and it was from Minnesota up into Ontario. So like we got stopped at the border and shit, which was interesting.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the weird thing. So when we got there, we ended up in this like very small like area with like this like family like this neighborhood cul-de-sac. And the river, like we could see it between all these houses.
Yeah.
And we just fucking unloaded from the bus all these kids. We were like pulling out all their massive backpacks, our like wanigans, our canoes, and our like life vests, paddle, like all this shit, and we were just dropping on someone's lawn.
Bruh.
And then they like people like were like staring at us through the windows and shit. And then we like
fuck?
we brought it all into their backyards. And then we just like set it down.
Are you kidding me?
We set it down, and then fucking someone came out and was like, "Yo, what's going on?" We're like, "Oh," they explained like, "Oh, we're like such and such camp. We're doing this trip. Like we're going out for 2 weeks. We're starting here. Like blah blah blah, all that shit." We just fucking like went out, and then like these flies and mosquitoes.
How are they fine with that?
They were just pushing off. Like we didn't matter. We were gonna be there for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, nerves were up. I remember that moment pretty well. Like, I just remember walking out there. I we got onto a lake.
Shit.
I just looked to the left, which is where we were going. Literally couldn't see the end.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my fucking god.
Yeah, you're in it for real.
I pushed off our canoe. Or no, my bud pushed off the canoe, Cash. And I was sitting in the front, and I just remember like the transition from like moving off of the land into the water really just felt like symbolic. It was the start of like the journey, but it also was like symbolically like a shift. It was honestly a shift in my life ultimately, because like I felt so much better about myself and like more confident after that.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's cool as fuck.
Like it was really definitely like it obviously was the start of my trip, but it felt like a start of like some like a different like part of my life.
Yeah.
Like it was definitely a start of a chapter. And like I think I'm still in that chapter. I think I'm moving past it.
Yeah.
Because even though I did feel a lot better, less anxious after that trip, it made me really face how anxious I truly was in real life.
Well, then hopefully your next chapter is being less
Right,
anxious.
that's what I'm saying. I think that's kind of how it gonna be it. I think that's really how it's gonna be. Like
As you do more things and have more life experience, become more comfortable with doing things.
Right. Yeah, I think
you'll become less anxious in general.
Right. I think I'll be getting more life experiences.
Yeah, totally.
There's some things that'll cause a little bit of anxiety and getting through them. I'll just feel way better for the next time every single time. So that's just kind of how that is.
Absolutely.
But who's messaging me? Tristan, go to sleep, buddy. You have school tomorrow.
Yeah, dude.
Anyways,
what a goomba.
What a guy. But anyways, yeah, just like just a new chapter there. And that first lake was okay. I remember slamming my fucking hand off the side of the boat.
Oh.
Fuck, what are they called? No, I don't remember.
Handrails? What?
No,
rudder?
The gunnels.
Gunnel. What the fuck is a gunnel?
The gunnel's kind of like the it's the sides of the boat, and then
like porthole type things, or like
no gunnel. It's literally just the side.
Oh,
it's
okay.
literally just like the.
Oh.
So I remember because you call people like gunnel grabber if in rapids they like stop paddling and like grab the sides.
Oh. Do you mean is the gunnel the thing that the ropes tie around to?
No, dude. It's literally just the
side
sides
of the
boat.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. All right.
It's like gunnel grabbers.
Gunnel grabber.
Grabbers,
that's
like,
funny.
They'll be sitting in the canoe like this, and they'll just grab the sides like this, and that makes the boat rock.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
So you instantly, so as soon as someone does that and panics,
You just scream gunnel grabber.
no,
Spit on them.
No, the people that are doing that
kidding.
aren't doing it have to switch. So you a lot of the times,
Yeah.
especially in easier rapids, you cannot go the same speed as the water, or else it's gonna drag you around.
That makes sense.
So usually the strat is just going faster than the water
Okay.
when it's not big,
Yeah.
which is honestly the worst strat. Like I think going slower than the water gives you a lot more time and control.
Mm-hmm.
But like we saw, so this dude, Rock, his name was Rock. It's a French name actually, spelled like Roque.
Oh, that's actually kind of fucking sick.
So his name's Rock.
But who names their baby Rock?
His parents are French, so.
Yeah, but that's whatever. Anyway,
I
continue.
think it's common in France or
All
something.
right.
Anyways, this kid Rock was notorious gunnel grabber. So he was in a boat with this other, who was it? Silas maybe. So but anyways, he was in a fucking boat with this other kid, and their first rapid set they swamped.
Oh
because
my
he
god.
grabbed the size as soon as they hit the big waves, the rollers, the haystacks.
Yeah.
They just flipped. He hit it.
That's
he
terrible.
Grabbed it, they hit a second one and literally just he was like.
Yeah, because you can't fucking counterbalance at all because you're just locked into the boat.
Well, because if you grab it and you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
You start to lean and then you push off to lean to the other side and then just go all the way.
Dude,
You
yeah.
have no stability except for your core. But yeah, he did that a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Like first 2 rapid sets, I did that too.
Yeah.
But I never stopped paddling.
Oh yeah.
I set my paddle down a little bit, pushed off to the side, and then kept trying to paddle.
I get that.
And that makes it rock a little bit, but
yeah.
Still, I tried my best to not.
Yeah.
It's annoying. But anyways, aside from the gunnel grabbing stuff. So
no, that's funny.
The first
you
night.
can grab my gunnel any day.
Fuck, honestly. The first night was really fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Because we missed our campsite.
Dude, yeah, I have a story about kind of the same thing happening. It's not good. Yeah, it fucking sucks.
It did suck. So we missed our campsite. So when we were like, wait, shit, where was it? We were literally passing it when we had that realization, but it was on a lake, so it was in this corner of the lake that we weren't headed at.
Yup.
So, but then we were like, fuck, well, we missed it. So we ended up going 20 more, probably 12, 15 more miles.
I don't think my instance was that bad, but the thing is, there was a canoe. This was also in the Boundary Waters. There was a canoe with my grandparents and I think me, and then a canoe with my parents and my brother, and we got separated, and we neither of us knew where the campsite was, and it was getting dark, and we didn't have a way to contact the other canoe, so it was because we didn't really have service, and so it was just like, oh fuck. What if it gets dark? How do we connect with the other people? And we eventually, I think we're just near enough to each other that we could shout, but, and we eventually didn't find the campsite, but camped somewhere else, and it was, could have been really, really bad.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of had similar experience. Everyone stayed together because there's 2 groups on every single trip.
Yeah, I don't know how we ended up splitting, but, we should not have done that. That sucked.
Yeah. Well, on the trips, every trip, there's 2 different groups that do the same trip, and they usually stay together the first day or 2, then they split up.
Okay.
So this is just pointless now, but it's important later.
Uh-huh.
So the 2 groups were together, and it was late, so we hadn't seen the campsite yet. It was it was probably 4 or 5 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Or I guess night. So we couldn't find it. So we a small group of people from the second group, so not my group, paddled to the edge of the fucking thing because they thought they saw the campsite. They did not see the campsite. We'd probably passed it 3 miles before when they did that.
Oh, bro.
And so they were looking around for that until 6 o'clock.
Jesus Christ.
And we slowly were paddling a little bit. So we were headed towards that edge, and then also going down the down to the other lake a little bit.
Yeah.
We ended up just not finding it. So we paddled. They basically ordered us, everyone put on your headlights.
Yeah.
Because it started to get pitch black. We paddled in
fuck, that's so scary.
We paddled in pitch black darkness for about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Dude,
finally,
that is literally my nightmare.
Yeah,
that is fucking
terrifying.
terrifying.
Had no idea where we were going. We were going off hearing shit and our headlights, and the biggest headlights only traveled about like
not far,
40,
yeah.
50 feet.
Dude.
A kid in my boat, thank the Lord, because you're supposed to have 2 kids in the canoe, but we had a 3rd kid.
Oh, that's nice.
It's terrible because
Oh,
you have to
is it?
lug them. They can't really paddle, and in rapids, they're literally
dead weight,
a head and shoulders above you.
Yeah.
Because they sit on your luggage.
Yeah.
So they end up
and
sitting
so they're
really high.
So the center of gravity is super high. Fuck, that's scary.
Anyways, but the blessing was that when this happened, that kid pulled out his hunting flashlight.
Yo.
And just floodlight.
Torched the, yeah,
Literally.
That's funny.
Like, we were paddling for probably an hour before he's like, wait a minute, I'm not even paddling.
Yeah, what a G.
So he pulled it out and he was like basically just lighthousing.
That's awesome, dude. Fuck.
Anyways, that was kind of cool, but we ended up basically just running into an island that was heavily wooded.
Yeah.
And we would never have
And didn't you end up, wasn't it like someone's backyard?
Bro. Yeah, that's the fucking punchline, bro.
Yeah, that's funny.
But anyways.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
We ended up, I don't fucking care. No one's gonna listen to this.
3 people are.
Dude, I'm basically just telling you this story.
Yeah, well, I like it. It's a good story.
So basically, we fucking hit this island, and it's like trees into the water and like reeds and shit. And we're like, okay. We just hit an island.
Yeah.
We're stopping. We're done.
Yeah, you gotta.
So the thing, like, okay, it was okay. Like, we got out. But we had to drag our canoes up this, like, slope.
Yeah.
A small slope, I should say. And then we, like, laid them in, like, this little tiny flat patch of, like, land. And there were trees around it. So they wouldn't slide into the water.
Fuck, yeah.
However, we realized if, like, something happens, they're gonna just, like, roll into the water.
Yeah.
We need to pull these. We need to move them.
Yeah.
So we ended up pulling them up a slope that had a 45-degree gradient.
Oh my god.
And it was covered in saplings.
That's terrifying.
So we had fucking kids with saws going up and like cutting down these saplings really
Why?
fast.
What the fuck?
Because we couldn't get the canoes up.
Oh.
So we had to cut a tiny little path that was like as wide as a person.
That's so funny.
Up the hill with saws, which took like 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's agony.
While also dragging the canoes up, and like people were like having to like hold the canoes up. So they
that's horrible.
Down. So we literally would like, it felt like a fucking like like, have you heard the story about like Teddy Roosevelt like leading his men up the hill in like Cuba?
I don't know. No, I don't think.
He basically like he's like it felt like bullets were just whizzing over their heads and shit, and they were just like slowly like trudging up this super steep hill.
Yeah.
It felt like that. That's honestly what was going through my head. I was thinking of that story as we were just like struggling up this fucking hill.
Fuck.
And we fucking made it to the top, got on our campsites. Everyone was like shitting at like 50 feet away.
Yeah.
People were like pissing. We were like started like fires, and we were like cooking food. We didn't even cook real food that night. We literally ate like shit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we had a fucking candy bar. And then like hastily prepared cold food.
Yeah.
And then we went right to fucking bed. But yeah, next morning we get up, I go to take a shit, and I see like a clearing, but I don't go over there. Like I stay away. Like I go back to the camp. So, and I'm like, that was weird. I'll like look up there when we go around this morning. So we get up, we like pack all our shit up in like 2 minutes, fucking get the fucking canoes down the hill into the water, we go. But we leave about 30 minutes after the other group so that they can get out of us. But so we go down, and they go to the left of the island, and we go to the right of the island, and we eat breakfast. And we're like, okay, cool. So we leave, and we start going, and I like look up because I saw where that clearing was, and there's a backyard and a house.
Bruh.
It was the one fucking island in that entire new lake that we were in that I saw that had a house.
Yeah, fuck.
It was just one house. And then I just dawned on me that we just like shit. Like
no.
Fucking 18 kids and like 4 adults shit like
in their
probably
yard.
A total of like 25 times in like their backwoods.
Oh my.
And like in their yard. And it was just so... And then we also, like, fucking were, like, slicing trees and, like...
Dude.
Shit like that. Like,
that's so bad.
So bad. That was, like, the worst we did that shit. That was, like, the worst instance of that on the trip.
That's terrible.
But,
It's funny, though.
Yeah.
It's a good story.
I don't remember most of the days like vividly. But there was one.
Yeah, 'cause it sounds kind of boring. Like you're just paddling and hiking.
It's just pretty. Like.
Oh yeah, no,
and I also,
absolutely.
like
but
when you have a
I'm
good
saying
person,
it's boring to like tell, or boring to remember.
It's nice to remember. It's like nice to look back on it.
Well, no, totally. No, but I'm saying like all those middle days where you're just doing the same things over and over. That does not stick in your memory well at all.
Mm-hmm. You're kind of right. So also remember what happened first and second and shit. There was one of our later days on the lake. We passed by the town of Missinaba, which if you don't recall, the river is the Missinaba River.
Mm-hmm.
So there was like the town, and it has like in the hundreds people there.
Whoa.
And it's one of the biggest towns in the area.
No way, that's fucking
maybe it has
wild.
Like 1,200 people, but it's like one of the biggest towns in like that wooded shit.
Yeah.
But it was like crazy. Anyways, so yeah, we passed it that day, and on that very same day, we got in. I feel like we got in the river either like later than that, or yeah, we got in the river later than that. But so basically we like fucking we're like going through these like this weird series of like snaking like canals or something.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck it was. It like felt like a river, but I knew it was like kind of like a lake connection, but it was like snaking back and forth if I recall correctly. And then we ended up just camping on this big fucking open like slab of rock that like rounded like the up from the water like rounded up and then like came up like that, so it was like a slab of rock.
That's so cool.
It was so cool. But you had to get up there.
Yeah.
So when we pulled up to the side, it was my job to get out and hold it, and they had a super steep angle. So I got out of the boat, stepped up onto the rock, and just went, oh fuck, and just slid into the water.
Oh.
I was wearing pants, hiking boots,
no.
a raincoat, a sweatshirt,
that's
flannel,
horrible.
and a t-shirt.
I'm so sorry.
And I literally just started clambering out of the canoe, and like the dude on the back of the canoe was like, "Get the fuck off the canoe! You're not flipping, you fucking asshole!" And he was trying to like push me off with his paddle. And he was like freaking out because he didn't want to get in the water. And I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
So I just turned around and started like trying to climb up the rock, but it was too slippery and wet.
That's a horrible.
So I had to and I could.
That's such a terrible story.
And I could stand too, which was even worse. So I literally just fucking walked around and then like walked up to like this other part through the trees, and I just like stood at the top and was like, I'm not going back down there.
Dude, that's like, fucking in the Office. I know funny Office joke. It's like it's bad, but in the Office, the bit where Michael falls into a koi pond and it's like 1 foot deep water and he flails around in it for like 3 minutes and he doesn't stand up. I don't know. That shit's so funny. The Office as a whole is but I loved that bit.
Yeah, no, it's kind of funny.
Yeah,
it was kind of like that. I was literally floundering. But yeah, but that rock was interesting, that place, because it was so heavy with mosquitoes.
Oh fuck yeah!
Like it's like more heavy than usual, heavy with that, and also black flies. Black flies are the worst, by the way. Like look up, like if you guys are watching.
Are those like the horsefly type things?
No,
or
they're little. They're little as fuck, and they bite you, and you bleed.
That's bad. Horseflies are also fucking gross, though.
Yeah, they are. They're disgusting.
Yeah, like I once rode a horse, and then there were horseflies around, and I felt like a little sting on my leg, and I looked down, and like this 3-inch long horsefly was on my leg, sucking away, and it's fucking
them so much.
It's nasty, dude.
I know, it's disgusting. Yeah, this fucking rock. But these mosquitoes were pissing us off, so we ended up so mosquitoes track like body heat. So we shower like by going in the water and using soap, like environmentally friendly soap, to wash off, which is cool. So we do that, but then we're like, wait, mosquitoes like don't like cold. Mosquitoes go for like warm shit. Yeah. And people were getting slayed by the fire. Oh. So we ended up just like, it was like dusk, but we just fucking went down into the water and got like some of our like underlayers of clothes wet. Dude. And then we just wore the wet clothes for a while. That's horrible. We didn't get bit as much.
Yeah, that makes sense though. I think also don't mosquitoes not like smoke?
They don't, but there wasn't enough smoke on the fire. It was a cooking fire.
I see. Okay.
It wasn't a big bonfire.
That makes sense. I didn't know they were attracted to warmth. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
they're attracted to like body heat. They don't actually see like, they don't like see you. They see like they're like, oh, heat.
Whoa,
Suck on
that's fucking cool.
I'm pretty sure they can feel heartbeats too.
Dude.
Like,
Well, yeah,
sense them.
for sure. They're in your veins.
No, they can like sense heartbeats like
Yo,
before you're
what
like.
the fuck?
Like I'm pretty sure they're attracted to like heartbeats and warmth.
That is insane.
Yeah, like I think they like understand thermal or some shit.
Yeah.
Bravo 6 going dark. But anyways,
Dude, nature is fucking wild.
it's really cool. But that was really awesome. But like not thereafter. I haven't really talked about rapids too much. That was a big component. We were shooting rapids and like especially mine overloaded canoes.
Oh.
So like one of the rapid sets, the waves were like fucking 8 feet high.
Oh my god.
So they were just slapping over us, and
Yeah.
it literally just sunk us
Dude.
because we were just so heavy.
That's not good.
It was really funny. Like it's so we submarined, which means like the boat just comes
Mhm.
out from underneath you.
Yeah.
So, little bitch he is, Cash. So I saw it was submarine. I was like, yo, submarining. And I like screamed it.
Yeah.
Cash jumped out.
Bruh.
No, Chris, the kid
A
in the middle.
captain goes down with his
Yeah,
ship.
so no, sorry, Cash and I did. Chris in the middle fucking rolled off the side. And he was totally fine. Like, it was
Yeah.
like, whatever.
But what
But
if you get fucking sucked down it, man? That's stupid.
No, that's not how that works. Don't worry.
Okay.
No, like, the rollers won't suck you down. They, like,
Oh,
throw
right.
you
Okay.
over.
Yeah.
But, he fucking, like, fell off this, like, he threw himself off the side, and then I just remember, the immense shock I had. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, wow, we're sinking. The water
Huh.
hit me, and it was just so freezing, so I, like,
Dude, yeah.
like that shit, and then I just, like, looked
Mhm.
down, and I could, like, I saw my feet, but then I just saw all the water coming up,
Oh my god.
and I just saw I didn't even move. Because I was already,
Yeah.
like, at the water
Yeah, like
line.
deer in the headlights type shit.
No, like, literally, the boat just disappeared.
Oh my
I
god, that's
literally-
terrifying.
Like, it
I
looked like
hate
it looked
that.
like it was, like, eaten up by the water. Like, it was
Yeah.
literally just sucked up from underneath. I saw it's like the scene in Spaceballs where you see the ship passing.
Yeah.
I saw the entirety of the canoe
Oh
go past
my
me, including the
God,
back,
that's
and just goes
wild.
straight under the water.
Holy shit. But
And then
man-
it just went. And then we had to go down and grab it.
Holy
before it sunk all the
fuck.
way.
Yeah, that's so scary.
So I remembered though, like I stuck my foot down,
Yeah.
and Cash was already next to me somehow, and he like reached down and like just grabbed it, and I like
Fuck,
reached down and
okay.
grabbed it after, and we pulled it up, flipped it over in the water, and dumped it out.
That's insane, dude. You guys are goated.
Nah, that was my first time. He was yelling at me and telling me what to do.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But it was my first time. Anyways,
Yeah.
no, it was a joke.
Oh, okay.
But
But wait,
yeah,
hang on.
that's
Can
cool.
I tell? Okay.
Absolutely.
So it was. This was also, I think, in Peru or somewhere. We went tubing on like rapids, and
Mhm.
they weren't like intense. Well, they were
like fast water.
Yeah, and there was a little bit of none of the shit that'll kill you though. And there was one part where there was like a river, and there was a rope stretching across the river, and the guides didn't speak that great of English, and they were like, "Grab rope, waterfall coming." It's like, oh fuck! So we all grabbed the rope, and if you miss the rope, you're going over the waterfall. We all grabbed the rope, and the guides like go in front, and they're holding on to branches and shit, and they're like, "Okay, we go down waterfall." It was like. It was like, I don't know, 6 feet tall maybe, and it wasn't really like it wasn't like a sheer drop. It kind of went down a thing, but it was like a super steep water slide for a few feet made of rock, and it was so fucking scary because you just dropped down. It's like a sheer cliff almost. But I don't know, it was just so unexpected seeing it's like, okay, now we're going down it.
Yeah. That's fucking wild.
Yeah. My fucking grandparents did that. That was insane. Okay, that was not Peru. That was like earlier than that. I don't know. It was somewhere, but it was fun.
Maybe Costa Rica when you went
Yeah,
there.
I did. Yeah. That's probably it. That's a long time ago.
Dude, that would scare the fuck out of me just because they have like crocodiles and shit.
There were not crocodiles in that river. If there were, we would not have done it. I would have been. No, I would not be. Honestly, nah. Fuck crocodiles.
Yeah, crocodiles scare the fuck out of me, bro.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I know, it's scary as fuck.
Dude.
But, yeah, so, another. So we also I became the first person on my first trip, first time at camp, the first person to break an Old Town.
What is an Old Town?
That's a type of canoe, and they're built like plastic and fiberglass tanks.
Holy shit!
They literally give those to people because you can slam them off rocks and they'll literally be fine.
Yeah.
I was the first person to break one.
How?
Going down like
I think you've told me this story. Yeah.
We're going down like a class like 1.5 rapid set, so like not big. Like we've done it like a gajillion times.
Yeah.
But we had to like last second dodge this this frowny, which I forget what they're actually called, but it's so
a wave type, right? Or it's like a
kind of it's like a feature.
I don't know what
it's like a feature, but like it's kind of like a ledge, but like the water cycles back. So it's like a ledge in the bottom of the thing, so the water ends up cycling back. That's not important. We had to we dodged the fuck out of that because no, but we dodged right into and slammed into a rock sideways, and we were going faster than the water, so the force of that collision ended up like we were just like fuck. Yeah. So it like made us jolt, and Chris fucking like this is why it's terrible to have like the top guys.
Yeah.
Fell up river.
Oh.
So the canoe.
Oh no.
Started filling with water, and it just the force of the rushing water and the weight just bent it around the rock.
We just got fucking wrapped around.
And it literally happened in a matter of seconds.
Dude, that's terrifying.
Dude, it was terrifying. I fucking jumped out instantly.
Yeah.
Cash jumped out the other way, and Chris was pinned.
Oh my god.
He ended up dragging himself from under the canoe up onto the canoe and then onto the rock.
Holy shit.
And then just stood on the rock.
Yeah, that's fucking scary.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. But he fucking, I don't know how the fuck he did that. But, I, like, started, like, shit, everything was floating down the river, so I was just grabbing shit and, like, holding them really tight.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that got away was, like, my boat's medical bag. And I was like, fuck.
Ooh, that's kind of important.
Because I was kind of hurting, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I had, like, cuts and shit on me from, like, slamming into the rock. And then also, because the fucking, cross beams, like the supports exploded.
Oh my god.
Like I saw the wood twist and just explode.
Metal shards in your hand.
Actually, no, I got splinters from it.
Yeah. That was what I remember about doing fencing as a kid. The metal splinters were so bad. Yikes. Worst part about it. Yeah.
That kind of sucks cock.
It really does.
Dude, I like was so pissed. I wasn't even like scared or like sad or like mad. Like I was pissed.
Mm-hmm.
I was screaming. Down the river. I was fucking yelling at Chris. Because, I'm not even lying, I was screaming at Chris, too. Because he fucking was supposed to look out for rocks. Because he was elevated above everybody else. And then he also just tilted the fucking boat and then grabbed the sides. So, like, he fucked us.
Yeah.
But anyways. Yeah, that shit was terrible. That was, like, not traumatic, but it was, like, really bad. Because I was like, bro, I could have just died.
Yeah. Fuck.
But, honestly, the trip got good from there. Like, we ended up combining with the other group, which had my brother in it.
Nice.
And we camped out on this, like, rock ledge that was inside a bog, separated from the river.
Oh, okay.
And, we camped up there. It was really elevated. I mean, it looked out into this massive bog that stretched for miles with the river cutting through the middle of it.
Yeah.
And there was this moose, and it's baby moose, that it ran from one end all the way to the other end.
Yo.
It was, like, really cool. It was so big.
Fuck.
And then it was later on, maybe a day or two afterwards, where, he did this other campsite that was right above a waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
And it, up on the top is where we camped, because it was, like, flat rock and stuff, but then down below, it was this remnants of, like, the creation of a beaver dam, so there was all this smooth wood, like littered all over the shore, and it was so much that you could walk on it. It was really cool, but and there was also like this like ledge over the waterfall that we cooked on. Like sat around.
That's sick as fuck.
Oh, it was really nice. But that was like one of my favorite camping spots, and there, when we were in the fucking tent, I was in there with Mark the shark. Oh my god, I can get into that fucking guy later.
Dude.
But we heard fucking wolves like really close howling, and it was really freaky. Like I was like making sure that no one had food and shit. I was like, bro, wolves will kill us.
Yeah.
Like, especially a pack, like, that's scary.
They will, dude, yeah.
But anyway, yeah, but, like, that shit was scary. There's also a really pretty camping spot.
Nice.
I don't know, like, I just say generally, like, it was just such a nice experience.
Yeah.
I'd love to do it again.
Yeah.
We finished it off the final day. It was supposed to be an extra day, so, like, this final day was a day, like, the day or two after when we were on that, like, shit lake where we got stuck.
Yeah.
That I discussed really early on in this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I just keep saying, but,
Pardon.
it just sounds so nice. I don't know why.
It is nice.
But, you know, regardless, we finished off by spending, like, an hour having a beach day.
Yeah.
On this, like, little beach in the, like, adjacent to the river. Then after that, we split up into whatever canoes we wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember who I ended up with. Yeah, I don't recall.
Yeah.
But it was really nice because we ended up just having a couple of, like, I ended up on there with a couple, like, new people, and that was fun. And then we went over rapids, and they were really tough rapids, I'm not gonna lie.
Mm.
We ended up bouncing off a rock, and, like, we finished it though. We didn't fall. We hit off a rock, and it was the same rock that another group went off of, and then rolled. And then they went down the entire rapid set. We bounced off. I pushed it with my paddle right as we were hitting it, and then we just kept going.
Dude, yeah.
That was funny. Like, we literally saw them do it, and we were like, oh, we should go the other way. And then we just went the same way.
Mm-hmm.
But that was fun. Then we were seeing Rage Against the Machine as we were starting to pass houses. And then we ended up pulling into this town it's called Matisse.
Mm-hmm.
And it's where the Missinaibi River turns into the Moose River.
Mm.
And the Missinaibi goes probably 2/3 of the way up from Lake Superior to the Hudson Bay. And then the Moose River takes it the rest of the way.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
So I'm low-key falling asleep, not even gonna lie. It always reaches this point in the night.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I'll wrap it up with maybe one more thing.
Yeah, we
things.
can. Oh, yeah, it is 2:25. How long have we been going for?
I don't know.
47 minutes? That ain't bad.
I know. But, basically, fucking, this town, little hick town, basically,
Mm-hmm.
it was just off a highway in Canada.
Yeah.
And we got these burgers from this, like, shitty burger place. And it was honestly the best burger I've ever had, just because of the timing and how I was just, like, down. I was, like, done.
Dude, when I was in Colorado, I had a burger called Blue
good.
Dream, and then realized after that that's, like, the famous weed strain. And now I'm looking back on that burger, and I'm like, yo, holy shit, that's fucking awesome.
Was it good?
It had blue cheese on it, which was why it was called Blue Dream. And it was
blue cheese.
It was pretty good. It was odd, though. I think it was a little too weird to be really good.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah.
But,
But,
I was going to talk about that muskeg. So we did this really cool thing where we went over the height of land
yo.
that separates all the water that flows south of Lake Superior and then all the water that flows north to Lake Superior.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Like, it's a separation of the watersheds. But basically, we crossed over that, and that entire thing was just muskeg, which I was talking about earlier. So you had to follow these, like, duck boards. But some of the duck, like, they sat on the muskeg, so it was supposed to distribute weight, but some of them would sink down while you were standing on them. And it was like, fuck. So you had to, like, rush across them. And one person, like, stepped in the muskeg and it was, like swallowed, like, them up to their knee.
Oh, my God.
And then they hit the bottom, and they were like, fuck.
That's
and then
so
they, stood up.
Scary.
But another time, when we were crossing into that shit lake that I talked about, obviously, before, there was a metric fuck ton of it.
Yeah, fuck. That's not nice.
At the right at the end of it, too. Like, the entire thing was fine, and then we got into the... Like, we got across most of the trail, and we ended up in that shitty part.
It's horrible.
Yeah. And, like, basically, I was helping carrying a canoe, and I was also carrying a wanigan, which is a wooden box that you wear as a backpack.
That's funny.
I fucking
sounds uncomfortable.
Stepped off of the trail, like, one of my feet, and I fell. Other foot went off.
Oh, no.
I went up to my chest.
Holy shit.
and it was like deep as shit.
How'd
like
you get out?
you always yeah, I'll talk about that. But you always end up stopping pretty fast in the mouse because it's really buoyant too.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that's the thing with quicksand. You just float on your back and paddle out slowly.
Yeah. Like, it's still buoyant like water. So, like, I stopped. And then also the Wanigan kind of saved my ass. Because it's also,
nice.
It's a wood box.
Yeah.
So it has, like, air inside.
Yeah.
So I basically went up onto my back where the Wanigan was. And then, grabbed the side and then just, like, put my feet up.
Yeah.
From the side. And then just, like, dragged myself up. Because the Wanigans are, like, 100 pounds.
Yeah.
So, like, it was kind of tough. So, like, rolled, and then the dude
I'm impressed, though. That's cool as fuck.
The dude that was up there tossed the canoe off to the other side, and then, like, dragged me up by the Wanigan, and I was like, oh my god, thank you.
Damn.
And he was just laughing his ass off, because I was literally, all of my clothes were just brown.
Like, that is pretty funny.
Yeah, but we ended up finishing that trail, and it was very nice. It was hilarious.
Awesome.
And ultimately, it was just a great fucking time. I would recommend anybody who's, going maybe through a rough patch, like, spend some time in nature. Like, do something, like, a little out of your comfort zone.
What are you kicking?
Don't worry about it. Fuck you.
Okay.
And, like, just, like, honestly, just generally do something, like, I'd say in nature.
I fucking love nature.
That's just,
long-ass bike rides.
Right.
Oh, so good.
Like, I'd really get out there. Like, camp, prepare food on a fire. Like, maybe do some canoeing, some hiking through the woods, maybe.
Sick.
You don't need to carry an 150-pound Wanigan in a canoe on your head, but, like, that's a little extreme, but, like,
but you can get the similar experience.
Even just driving out somewhere, maybe, like, if you live in Illinois, Shawnee National Park.
Totally.
Fucking drive down there, go on some hikes, come back, cook a, like, easy meal on the fucking fire, eat it, go to bed, come home.
And you're nourished.
And honestly, that just feels so nice, especially with, like...
Yeah. Dude.
Honestly, I would recommend without music. I was going to say you could with music. I recommend without music.
Dude, okay. Side tangent. I fucking hate my mom's taste in music. It hasn't evolved since 2010. It is the most basic bitch white woman music taste. And it's, whenever she plays, I just put in headphones and then just fucking give myself ear damage to drown it out. It's terrible.
Before we get into a negative tangent,
I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't mean to bring those negative vibes, and I just had to complain.
Yeah, I think we can close it off by just saying, have a good one, everybody.
Love each other. Love yourselves. Love your boys.
Yeah, and just make sure to love nature and make sure to love everything about it, and just get out there.
Woo.
You never know what you're going to find. You never know how it's going to make you feel. You gotta get out there sometimes. You gotta have a little adventure. Nice. Even if you just go for a night drive out to nature. A night drive. In the car.
Yeah.
Who cares? You're out there. You're having a good experience.
You're chilling. You're living life to its largest.
Exactly that.
Hell yeah.
All right, everybody. Get out there and explore.
Yeah. Good night. Goodbye. Love you. Parasocial relationships are